Good morning, Professor. My name is Abdulgafar Otolawi with student ID 101462578. I'll be walking you through the project, team project for Python Compound 2152. And this project was actually done by three students, I myself, with Ahad Abdul with student ID 101447984 and Michael West with student ID 101395382. So basically, we are supposed to do an online store which allow users to be able to order items for sale or combo items when brought together to trigger a discount. The order should include number of items and prices for items and should generate display receipts. And this order is supposed to create the products and the following information: product ID, product name, product price, product category, like e.g. electronics, clothing, and books, etc. If any item is purchased in bulk quantity of 10, users will receive a discount of 5% for that item. Then the applicant should calculate the total price of the order, including shipping of $9.99 if the order value is less than $75 and tax is 13%, and generate a receipt for the users. So this is actually my class product. This is actually our class products that we did, and we did a class order and stuff. So the functionality of this code is for us. It allows the user to input the product IDs of the item that's wanted to order along with the quantities if adds these items to the order. And it also calculates the total price of the order and checks if a discount needs to be applied based on specific condition. And it also displays the receipts showing details of the order, including discounts applied. And I also made this code to say a thank you when shopping, as a thank you message when everything was actually delivered. And this was actually the thank you when it was done. Okay, let's just run the code and see how the functionality works. Okay, this is the code. It says enter the product of the items you want to order. Let me say I want to order product one. Then I put in, then it's gonna say the quantity, enter the quantity of the product. I want two of this. And it says enter the product of the items you want to order or zero to this. Let me say I want to order product two and product three. And then it says enter the quantity of the product two. Let me say 10. And it says enter the quantity of product three. Let me say 10 as well. Let me say 10 as well. Then it's gonna ask me enter the pregnancy. You guys still want to continue, but since we do that one function, let's just exit it, which is 0. Then once I exit this, it gives me the product names, which is the laptop, the price, which is $1,000, and the category is electronics. And the product two, which is the t-shirt, the price is $20, and the category is clothing. And product three, which is book, the price is $15, and category is 30. Then this is everything. It gave me the quantity of what I ordered, which is two. It gave me the quantity of what I ordered here, which is the product two, which is 10, and it gave me the quantity of what I ordered here, which is 10 as well. So this is the receipt, and the laptop is 2, which has no discount, and this is the t-shirt. This is 200, and this is the book. And discount of 5% was made on me because it was kind of because it makes more than 10 quantity, right? Because it's 10 quantity and the total price is 2,200. And this was the thank you message that I just put for like functionality. And the second question was saying we should create a file manager application that allows users to create directories and subdirectories. Users should be able to copy and move files to the newly created directories. The user should be able to sort the directories. The user should be able to use their files files are indirect of choices. Yeah, this was created. This was actually the code, right? But it was kind of like I just put it in a dummy file, right? I didn't really put it. I didn't let it go into my directories on my laptop. But the functionality was for the users, like for us to create directories. Users can create the directories and subdirectories. The create directory method creates a directory at the specified path, and users can copy files to newly created directories or existing directories. The copy file method copies a file from the source path to the destination path. Right? And users can move files to newly created directories or existing directories. The move file method moves a file from source path to the destination path. Users can sort the content of a directory alphabetically. The sort directory methods sort the file in the specific directory. That was what this functionality is all about. So let's see how this works. So this is select an action, then we create the directory, we copy the file, move file, sort directory, and list files in directory, and we have the exit, right? It's gonna ask me to, like, because we want to create a directory, I press 1, right? So it's gonna ask me enter the path for the main directory that I was trying to create, right? Let me say I'm trying to copy a file, then I go to 2, then it's gonna show me like the path for the new directory 2 was created successfully. Then I still want to create another directory, or if I want to go to the path that I created, that means I go to 1. Then if I said I want to go to 3, which is I want to move a file, right? It's going to tell me like, oh, the file that I created on that part 2 was created, which was, okay, the 3 file 2 was created, right? But if I exit everything, it's just going to bring everything for me, like the file the path that I created was successfully created, and I can easily still go back to the file that I already created. But I don't really want to do that, so I'll just move to the third question, which says I should create a library upgrade that allows users to search for books by title, author, or category. It could be a friction, non-friction, or biography. Each book should contain the following information: book ID, book title, author or category, quantity, and stuff like that. So let's just go to the functionality of the book, of the code. So it says enter title, author or category to search for the books. If I said I'm going to book 1, then it says enter search criteria. I will go for the title. Then it's asking me for an index of it. Then I will just put, okay. It says book rented successfully. So that was memorized because I would just go get another book. Let me say 2. And it says enter the criteria title. And let me say index something. So once all this is done, it says for book 2 already, like book 2 was successful. Then I'll say it was 0 to finish. Then I'll just put 0 since I already finished what I want. Then it's gonna give me everything that I needed, like the book one. The book 1 is $10, book 2, so total price of what I rented was $25. So return date 2 was there because that was the idea of what the professor wanted us to do. Like we should put the date of when we had to return the book and stuff like that. So the book was rented and everything was working perfectly. And for the question 4, which says the expense tracker, create an expense tracker operation that allows users to enter expense per category, e.g., food, clothing, entertainment, rent, and track expenses per week or month. Users should be able to use their total expenses for a month of the choices for each category and the total monthly expenses. The monthly expenses report should include average expenses for each category of the year for the year and indicate if the user expenses for the month selected is low. So basically, this allows the user to prompt to enter expenses per category with the option to finish entering expenses by typing done, and the total amount of expense is calculated and displayed. A monthly expense report is generated for the specified month, April in this case. displaying the total amount, total monthly expenses, the monthly expenses for each category, the annual average expenses for each category, whether the monthly expenses is higher or lower than the annual average, and the percentage expenses from each category after the total monthly expenses. So this was actually what we used to define the generate monthly expenses report, right? And this code provides a comprehensive expense tracking and reporting system that allows users to track expenses per category and analyze their spending patterns over time, monthly, weekly, and yearly. So let's see how the functionality of this code works. Enter the expense category. Let me say clothing, and enter the expense amount. Let me say $200. Enter another category. Enter expense another category. Let me say tractor. Enter amount. Let me say 2300. It's still gonna ask me enter another category. Let me say bathtub. Bathtub. It says amount. Let me say 300. And once I'm done, I'll just say, okay, I'm done. You can see how he brought everything for me. Like he brought me the clothing. I have the clothing, which is 300 monthly expenses. The annual average is $16.67, and the comparison is high. And the percent for this is 7.4. And the tractor, which was the highest as well, and the annual is 199 pound, and a comparison is higher as well, which the total amount expense is 2,800 if we do the calculation, the mathematics as well. These are everything, and this is how everything comes out for me. Hope this makes a lot of understanding, and that is what we did in the group project for me, Michael, and Mahad. Thank you so much.